Good evening, I'm Dave De Rurange. Thanks for joining us. Lawmakers began their legislative session today. Democrats wasting no time before using their expanded majorities in the Oregon legislature to push forward several of their initiatives that stalled in recent years. Republicans say Democrats are rushing without allowing time for public input. News 10 correspondent Tim Becker reports on the big bills being considered in tonight's top story at 11.
This is News 10 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Dave De Rurange. Thanks for joining us. The Rogue Valley experienced entire roads washed out, trees falling on homes, and widespread power outages today. More flood watches and high wind warnings will continue into the weekend. Before we get to your forecast, we have new information tonight about a family in Talent who had to be rescued from high waters. This is tonight's top story at 11. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office sent us this image. Deputies responding to a family on Wagner Creek Road in Talent this afternoon. They couldn't leave their driveway. Large amounts of debris clogged the culvert, causing the driveway to get washed out. Crews had to rescue 6 family members one by one on a side-by-side with tracks. One of the members of the family is 84 years old. The family says they were concerned about staying home because of the 84-year-old needing some medical care. Deputies say everyone is now in a safe location. Down a little further in Ashland, a massive tree fell this morning on a car and part of a home. This was on Tolman Creek Road. Fortunately, no one was hurt. High winds causing widespread power outages tonight. Just over 1,000 people are without power in Klamath Falls. In Medford, more than 500 people don't have electricity. Pacific Power says they don't know when power will be restored. News 10 meteorologist Kevin Lawless says we're not done with the severe weather this weekend. This morning's storm was only round 1. Right, Kevin?
That's exactly right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. The aftermath of the storm left homes in pools of water. News 10's Molly Trotter shows us how deep the damage goes. Well, the rain not just affecting homes. A business in the Applegate had to close today. Red Lily Vineyards posting these images on Facebook. Applegate River got high enough to go over the winery's bridge at times. Red Lily said they closed today due to the weather conditions, but they say on the other side of the river, the wine is still flowing. Ashland Public Works and CERT providing hundreds of sandbags. Residents can get free sandbags at a place on North Mountain and B Streets. Kim Faith scrambled for sandbags after she says she saw water rushing toward her home. She says the water did not make it inside her home. City says they've distributed more than 800 sandbags today. The silver lining of this storm, snow on Mount Ashland. The ski area announced tonight it will be open tomorrow. This is what it looked like earlier this evening. The ski area has 18 inches of snow tonight and counting. Crews are working overnight to prepare the slopes. Mount Ashland says they expect a delayed opening. To check the latest on the lifts at Mount Ashland or follow flood watches, warnings, and landslide dangers, you can go to our website at KTVL.com. A Wairika grocery store bans high school students during lunch. Grocery outlet owner told News 10 that during the lunch hour, students would steal every day. In order to avoid that, the store says students are not welcome at lunch. Wairika police say the grocery outlet hasn't reported any theft since December. The last theft done by a high schooler at grocery outlet was back in September. The superintendent at the high school says he knows only of 3 incidents. He can't take action unless a police report is filed. Still ahead tonight on News 10 at 11, drivers speeding near your child's bus stops.
Some of them use it like they're racing on it.
The trouble areas in your town. School zones may not be as safe as you think. At least that's what some parents are saying. News 10's Molly Trotter finds out what parents are fearing the most before something's done. Now, if you notice people speeding, officers suggest you take a picture of their license plate, then call it in. Coming up in part 2 of this special report, News 10's Molly Trotter looks into your concerns about speeding. She meets up with an officer armed with a speed radar gun to patrol some of your town's problem areas. That's tomorrow on News 10 at 6. Now, don't go away. We got your basketball highlights. Friday Night Fast Breaks is next.